Didn't this game really highlight how much better Sean McVay is than Kyle Shanahan? I mean, Kyle Shanahan is clever, but it feels like Sean McVay is innovative. Here's what I mean. Kyle Shanahan takes his dad's offensive system, you know, the tailback, the fullback, the 21 personnel, that general structure. Kyle is so wedded to it. He really won't adjust it much. His creativity comes from the plays that he devises within that structure. The motions and the play action concepts, and it's all within that. There's not much more that he's doing. And I think that's why he can't do anything against Seattle. Seattle has built a defense to beat that. I mean, they're not that much smaller than the Niners offense. Their nickel defense is about the same size as the Niners base offense because the Niners offense is small and slow and old. So there's no play that Kyle Shanahan can call that's going to, I mean, that's why he's calling double reverse and flea flicker because there's nothing, and speed option because there's nothing. He can't win in the trenches. He can't win on the outside. His quarterback can't see, can't get it. He can't, really threaten the entire field. There's nothing there. He doesn't have the answers. The answers aren't in his playbook. The answers are in the personnel. He has to pivot and change who he has on the field. He's got to get the fullback off the field. He's got to actually get some young, fast players on the field. I don't know if Jordan Watkins is actually good enough, but give him a shot because I know who isn't. And his name is DeMarcus. His name is Kendrick. His name is Jawan. Sean McVay is scoring points against Seattle, not because he has some like super secret concept in his playbook. It's because he figured out, oh, okay, so they're playing nickel all the time. They're trying to get away with that. They're kind of a small defense, but they hit hard and run fast. So the only way to really punish them for making this decision to be small all the time is to be extra big, go heavy, 3 tight ends. And in addition, Sean McVay actually has taken the offensive line seriously. They invest in it. It's good. And I just don't understand Kyle Shanahan's stubborn it's his dad. It's the same philosophy his dad had in the 80s and 90s. Let's just have a really small, light offensive line. Nah, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. And it's one thing to like skimp on the offensive line if you don't have a quarterback worth protecting, right? It's like, why should we put in all this draft capital and salary cap space into the into like the offensive line just so we can protect Jimmy? Like, what's that gonna do? Well, we want to get the ball out of Jimmy's hands as fast as possible anyway. Let's just get him Debo Samuel and a bunch of playmakers who can turn screens into big plays. But like, and that makes total sense to me. I get that. But now that you have Brock Purdy and he's supposedly elite, forget whether he is or not, but you're spending all this money on him, $53 million a year. I don't understand making the investment if you don't make the corresponding investment into the offensive line because, like, maybe he is top 5. I don't think so, but maybe he is like, quote unquote, top tier elite or close to it. You'll never know. He'll never show that if he's playing behind this, which is, a bottom half of the league offensive line. Average at best. You'll never see it. We'll never know. So if you make the investment, you bring in a really good left guard, maybe a better center, just better players. We'll find out exactly how good Brock can be. And maybe it's good enough to win a Super Bowl. But if Kyle doesn't do that this offseason, if he doesn't improve the offensive line, if it's the same weak, overpowered group next year, and the offense is still old, and he still can't score points against the Seahawks, then what are you keeping him for? How many more years do you want to watch Kyle Shanahan get Brock Purdy beat up? Do you want to watch Kyle Shanahan score field goals against Seattle? I think there's a lot of pressure on Kyle, considering McVay can score touchdowns. And you got to go through this team. And he's putting the answers on freaking film. You got to go to multiple tight ends, not 2, 3. And you got Juszczyk out there. Guess what's not working? That. Why are you sticking with it? Last week on the show, Tom Walsh, great coach, great critic. I asked him what's the difference between Kyle and McVay. He said, without even blinking, he said, oh, Kyle coaches plays, McVay coaches players. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Flattest Cohn says, tough time to be a Niners and SF Giants fan, LOL. Karthik donates $1. Thank you. COD Hype 277 says, belt to ass, let's go. We go into the bowl. Abu Marco 23 says, Darnold is also in such a great situation. Seahawks are built to have and keep leads with that great defense, so Darnold just has to not lose it. Agree. And I think it was interesting. I was streaming with the Hawk blogger a couple of weeks ago before the Niners lost to them, and he was saying, we kind of think of Sam Darnold as Jimmy Garoppolo. He's way better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Bigger, stronger arm, more mobile, just way better than Jimmy Garoppolo ever was. That's their quarterback. They're not going to be replacing him. I mean, they got a quarterback, and he's actually a bargain. They're paying him a great price. Sean for the win says, we're about to watch Mike M and Sam win a Super Bowl in our stadium. Mike has been in the division 2 years, and Sam was in the building. Mac will get traded in a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl hit for his next team on cue. Ownership has to see this BS. Have to. Big Tone says, they have elite receiver in common. Just saying. They do.